I'm Ina Jensen. I have a story to tell you today about Easter. The church kind of goes in a cycle a year. And of course the star up here is Christmas. You all know that. And this other special symbol is for Easter. So right now we're in this series week by week by week. All these weeks are called Eastertide, where we learn about Easter and come to understand it a little better. Let's light the candle before we begin our story. And we call this the Christ candle. It is the light of the Holy Spirit. It is the light of Jesus. Jesus is the light and the truth and the word. So the name of this story, which is based on the stories from Godly Play, is The Faces of Easter. So let's begin in the beginning. And in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was made flesh. And baby Jesus was born. God chose Mary, a young woman, to be the mother of God, the mother of Jesus. And Joseph was the father. Even when Jesus was born, you could see the cross in Mother Mary and Father Joseph's faces. They loved this baby very much. They held him close. They gave him everything he needed to grow up. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, but they lived in Nazareth. One time when it was a high holy day and they were celebrating, they went from Nazareth to Jerusalem, to the temple, the holiest temple. And they spent the night there. All the children went, their parents, they all walked together from Nazareth to Jerusalem. Now coming back, the children were playing, the adults were talking. And Mary and Joseph looked around and they didn't see Jesus anywhere. They asked the children, no one had seen him. So they quickly walked back to Jerusalem. They went to the place they spent the night. They went to the market where they bought food. And they went to the holy temple in Jerusalem. There was Jesus. He was 12 years old. And he was talking to the priests, the rabbis in the temple. And the rabbis were listening to him because Jesus knew so much. And Jesus was listening to them, and he was learning a lot. Mary and Joseph came up to him and said, "We've been so worried about you. Where have you been?" And Jesus said, "Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?" They thought that was a strange answer, but later they understood. Now this is the end of part 1 and part 2 of the Faces of Easter, and you'll have to tune into YouTube to see the rest of the story. But right now, it's time to change the light. See the smoke? The light is not out, but it goes all over the room. It's the Holy Spirit. It goes everywhere, even into our hearts.